Thanks so much for watching. Tonight and always, we're here for you. Good night.
KUAM TV8, first on Guam.
KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson and the Adai Itano program. Apply at matson.com and McDonald's of Guam. I'm loving it.
Ahead on KUAM News Primetime.
The Guam Interdictions and Anti-Narcotics Trafficking Task Force, also known as GIANT, targeting drug smugglers by mail. I'm Jonagan Charfus, and coming up tonight, we take a look at the numbers. A two-car crash in Sinahaña on Monday leaves one woman dead and marks the island's 14th traffic-related fatality of the year.
More than 70 beautiful floats rode down the heart of Hagåtña from Adelup to Chamorro Village. I'm Mitsuki Hirayama with the winners of the 81st Liberation Day Parade competition.
Good evening, Guam and Hafa-Day. This is KUAM News Primetime. I'm Jason Salas, and these are tonight's top stories. Well, we want to start the news by telling you about a federal partnership turning the tide in the war on drugs as more than 780 pounds of illegal substances intercepted, nearly 30 arrests, and over $500,000 seized, all tied to one powerful task force on Guam. And it's all thanks to mail-based investigations led by the USPS and the GIANT Task Force. Jonah Gacharfis has tonight's top report.
The mission, stop narcotics before they hit island streets. The strategy, target the traffickers using the mail. And for the last 4 years, the Guam Interdictions and Anti-Narcotics Trafficking Task Force, better known as GIANT, has delivered major results.
Postal inspectors are federal law enforcement agents with jurisdiction over the Postal Service. And we've been working with our local partners for quite some time. And we had the opportunity in 2021 to formalize a federal task force.
Stephen Sherwood is the inspector in charge for the U.S. Postal Inspection Service for the San Francisco Division, which covers Guam.
For us, any seizure or any arrest is significant because that keeps those dangerous drugs out of the communities.
The stats are staggering. Over 780 pounds of drugs taken off the streets, more than 600 pounds of meth intercepted, 29 arrests, and over $550,000 in suspected drug proceeds seized. The task force brings together the U.S. Postal Inspection Service with local agencies like Guam Customs, Guam Police, and the Army National Guard's counter-drug program, deputizing officers to work mail-related investigations.
No one agency has the resources to really address all of the issues around narcotics trafficking. The incorporation of the local agencies really helps us understand the local communities and provides that agency's talents and resources to help us address the problem as well.
Officials stress that Guam isn't just a transit point, it's home. That's why collaboration remains key, especially with narcotics traffickers exploiting every shipping method they can. If you know of any drug shipments coming through the mail, contact the U.S. Postal Inspection Service at 877-876-2455 or online at uspis.gov. Rewards of up to $100,000 are available.
We want to celebrate our successes, but we also want to remain very focused and very intentional. We take very serious the issue of drugs in the mail, and we want to make sure that we provide as much resources as possible to combat any type of drug trafficking using the mail.
Jonagan Charfus, KUAM News.
A deadly crash along Route 4 in Sinaña has claimed the life of an adult female, marking our island's 14th traffic-related death of this year. According to GPD, it happened around 5:30 Sunday evening by Talansaot, with the woman traveling southbound when she struck a guardrail, veering into oncoming traffic and collided with another vehicle before crashing into the northbound guardrail. She was rushed to Naval Hospital and later pronounced dead at 7:30 p.m. by an attending physician. The male driver of the other vehicle was likewise hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries, as authorities are not yet releasing the woman's identity pending notification of next of kin. The case remains under investigation by GPD's Highway Patrol Division. Elsewhere in the rundown this evening, a young man involved in the deadly 2022 group assault that claimed the life of 24-year-old Kirfirsten Cam Aiken has been sentenced. 22-year-old Daryl Itzy was ordered to serve a year in prison, the maximum allowed time under a plea deal for third-degree aggravated assault. He's already served 2 months and must turn himself in at the 1st of August to serve the rest. Superior Court Judge Vern Perez also reduced the conviction to a misdemeanor, citing Itzy's age, remorse, and clean record. Itzy was 18 when he joined the group attack in the parking lot of the Dedidos Center, with the primary assailant, Samsung Sapushi, sentenced last year to over a year in prison for manslaughter. Addressing the court by way of an interpreter, Itzy did apologize to the victim's family and promised it would never happen again. His Honor told him to focus on completing his term and parole successfully. A man convicted of sexually assaulting a 10-year-old girl is finally in custody nearly 4 years after he failed to report to prison. Richard Ketty pleaded guilty in 2021 to second-degree criminal sexual conduct and was sentenced to 7 years behind bars, but instead of self-surrendering, he remained free until Friday's warrant return hearing. Judge Vern Perez told him, and I quote, "I'm just glad you're now in custody, and you're in custody for some years." Prosecutor Christine Tenorio requested Ketty be immediately remanded, with his attorney not objecting, but asked for a time to meet with his client. The judge agreed, but made sure Ketty will stay locked up at the Department of Corrections. Ketty was charged after a girl reported years of abuse starting when she was age 6. Court documents say the assaults happened several times a week and Ketty was inebriated, with his next court hearing set for the 4th of August. In other news, GCC is preparing for a major transition in its leadership. President Dr. Mary Okada has officially notified the GCC Board of Trustees of her intention to retire at the end of this calendar year. Now, the good doctor, who has led the college since 2007, is the institution's first female president and its chief executive officer. At its board meeting last Friday, trustees unanimously approved the formation of a presidential screening committee, a key first step in identifying a successor, a process that has been undertaken since 2006. Assistant Director of Communications at GCC, John De La Rosa, confirmed Dr. Okada's planned retirement and says she's committed to supporting a smooth transition. The committee will screen candidates who must meet updated qualifications under GCC's policy and forward recommendations to the board for interviews and ultimate appointment. Among the desired traits are strong leadership, integrity, and a deep commitment to the college's mission. Officials say the search sets in motion a thoughtful transition process to ensure continued success for the college and its students. Well, it's time for a quick break. Please stay tuned, everybody. You're watching KUAM.
When it's another day, my name is Tech Sergeant Andy Kitaniza, 254th Red Horse Squadron, Structures. I'm currently deployed with the 513th Red Horse Squadron. I'd like to do a shout out to my family in KUAM, my wife Marilu, my kids and my grandkids. I also want to say Viva 81st Liberation.
Afare KUAM, my name is Senior Airman Tovis with the 254 Red Horse Squadron, currently deployed with the 513th Red Horse Squadron. I'd like to give a big shout out to my family. Love and miss you guys. Everything I do is for you. I'll be back home soon. Happy 81st Liberation. Viva KUAM!
Super speed your life with Docomo Pacific Fiber Internet. Get symmetrical upload and download speeds up to 5 gigs. Get started with Fiber 500 at $145 a month, Fiber 1 gig at $215 a month, or Fiber 5 gig at $299 a month. Plus, get 2 SuperPod 6Es with any plan, and a free EcoFlow River 3 and bonus welcome kit with 1 gig and 5 gig plans. Experience tomorrow's islands today with Docomo Pacific Fiber Internet.
Win one championship, you're celebrated. Win twice, they call you a hero. 3 times, they say words like legend and dynasty. 4, 5, 6 titles, they'll say enough is enough. But when you've won it all 7 times, what's left to say? The trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
Anything's possible. I push to the limits. I climb every wall. I keep on believing. Anything's possible.
If there's one thing we've learned, it's never to underestimate the spirit and strength of the people of our island home. Which is why at Bank of Hawaii, you, your dreams, and your possibilities will always have a home. Reach your possible with Bank of Hawaii.
Sometimes parenting can be hard. What should I be doing? The Guam Early Learning Council includes partners who can provide you with early childhood services and supports. We are here to assist. For resources and information, simply call 311 Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., excluding holidays. Early connection can change everything.
Welcome back to Primetime, everybody. From Adelup to Chamorro Village, more than 70 beautiful parade floats rolled down Marine Corps Drive on Liberation Day before crowds and judges. And today, the Whanogi Chamorro spirit still lingers as the winners of the 81st Liberation Day Parade and competition were properly announced. Matsuki Hirayama breaks down the winners.
Liberation Day may be over, but spirits are still high here at Guam's port, where we have the GovGuam winners of the 81st Liberation Day Parade competition. Driven by the theme Whanogi Chamorro, more than 70 floats displayed island pride, unity, and resilience as families lined the streets of Hagåtña. Port Authority of Guam General Manager Rory Respicio and Department of Labor Deputy Director Gerard Tovis are proud to take home first place for GovGuam.
This prize is very coveted. Every year we compete for the top spot, and we know the secret now. We have to team up with the Department of Labor because we kind of go from 1 to 2 to 3.
Behind them, a crowd of employees who spent their time and energy outside of work hours and on weekends.
The theme Whanogi Chamorro represents the standing up for standing Chamorros, right? But it also represents the pride in the service of the GovGuam workforce. And both the Department of Labor and the Port Authority of Guam, we see successes in our individual agencies and what it means when the employees take pride in the agency. We see it at the Department of Labor, we see it at the Port Authority of Guam. And putting this float together, everything on the float was natural. Everything was picked by their hands. The bamboo, the lumok, everything.
Don Cluna Sidus Masi to General Manager Rory Respicio and the team for having us and allowing us to play a small part in this beautiful float. My team and ourselves, we worked diligently to ensure our cohesiveness and portraying the Whanogi Chamorro theme.
At second place is the Guam Memorial Hospital Authority, and at third is the Department of Public Works. And for the second year in a row, Barrigada takes home first place in the village category. Barrigada Mayor June Bloss.
I'm very proud of my staff and volunteers and, of course, my vice mayor and our artists, our Municipal Planning Council. They put a lot of effort into this float, you know, the design and just the word Whanogi Chamorro, right? We stand together as a community. We rise together.
That community rising together with the once fallen Chief Kapua statue.
So that Chief Kapua was down on the ground and it was all broken up. So we revived him.
And the children's faces lighting up at the sight of snow, a visage of freedom.
And of course, the kids, the crowd, the love, the bubbles, the foam. And that was supposed to be the sign of freedom. You know, and if you read the narrative of our float and what it represents. So that was supposed to be representing the freedom we have today.
Maleso came in second and Dedado third. The Palau community of Guam won the community nonprofit category. A special recognition goes out to the best tractor unit Ambrose, who towed for DPW. Winning entries will be cashing in $1,200 for first place, $900 for second, $600 for third, and $200 for the best tractor unit. But no doubt, the best prize is a sense of community felt every liberation. Matsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
All right, Matsuki, fantastic story there. Great day yesterday and great parade for everybody who was involved in putting it on. All right, well, Guamanians from across the globe also celebrated liberation in their own special way, with many of them connecting and enjoying some good local food, including KUAM correspondent Nick Delgado, who takes you now to the Bay Area in California.
Happy Liberation, everyone from the Bay here in San Francisco. We're at Pubetsu, where people from Guam and all over the U.S. are doing just what you are, celebrating our liberation. Let's check it out.
Sean Camacho is the co-owner of Pubetsu, bringing locals together to celebrate Guam's 81st Liberation Day.
We're working on 11 years this year. Just celebrated our 10-year last year, so we're super honored and lucky to be able to share our culture in San Francisco, especially this sort of restaurant market being what it is. It's been super, I don't know how to say, like, exciting to share our culture with the people out here. Ironically, most days that we're here, it's non-islanders that are eating it, which is really cool. So we get to share it to people who don't have a sort of perspective on this kind of food. And then we have this kind of event where it's liberation, where it's all Chamorros, all islanders, which is really, really cool for us to give our people something to, like, have a little cultural moment. It's been really cool for us.
Along with the taste of Guam,
all right, guys.
Attendees enjoyed good music and performances. We spoke with several who came out, each sharing this message to all back home.
Hi, Jessa from Sinahanya. Happy Day. Happy Liberation Day. Miss you guys.
Happy Day. Mimi from the village of Dedido. Liberation Day means community and connecting with all the islanders from the Bay and all over the world.
Hi, I'm Justine from Chalapago. Happy Liberation Day, Guam.
Happy Day. My name is Alanica. I'm from the village of Tumuning and Ladi Heights, Mangilo. Liberation Day means just getting together with family and friends and celebrating the life that we have now. Just have good vibes.
Gavin from Woodward Hills. Happy Liberation Day, Guam. My name is Elmer Dula. I'm from the village of Santa Rita, and Liberation Day means community and love and history, freedom.
Happy Day. I'm Tone Anderson from Santa Rita. Liberation means independence, means freedom. It means we can forge our own future with nobody stepping on our neck.
All right, happy Liberation.
Viva Guam.
Hi, I'm Simona. I'm living here now in the Bay Area. I just want to say a great day for Guam's liberation. Without the Guam community, I would have never known this type of love and friendship and kinship and the great people around. So
it means so much to our people. That's all that matters. So what liberation means to me is just this big celebration of, the people and resilience of the people in the island of Guam, and not necessarily anything political anymore. It's just about us celebrating what everybody on Guam really like, the parade and all that stuff. So it's nice to give our people out here something to latch onto.
A celebration of an Afamelic, and one that brings back memories of the island to many living so far away. For KUAM News, I'm Nick Delgado in San Francisco, California.
Now for a look at your world at home.
Tonight, let's take a look at the beautiful central village of Asen.
Guam. This is Tech Sergeant Contreras from the HVAC shop in the 254th Red Horse Squadron. I just want to wish everyone a happy and safe liberation. Viva Guam!
Afternoon, everyone. I'm Staff Sergeant Garrido.
I'm Senior Airman Valdez.
And I'm Senior Airman Calvo. And we're from the 513th ETSG, wishing everybody on Guam a safe and happy liberation. Viva!
Being stationed on Guam, there is much to do on the beautiful island. But before you pack, sanitize any household items and leave any organic materials behind to prevent the introduction of invasive species. If it's not native, it could be invasive. Leave invasives behind.
New training location confirmed. The Mariana Islands. Before and after training, you will identify and sanitize your tactical gear to prevent the spread of invasive species. If it's not native, it could be invasive. Leave invasives behind.
Get set to ace the school year with Kmart's A+ deals for every grade. Crush the classroom with unbeatable deals on school supplies, plus tasty snacks and drinks that are perfect for packing lunches and powering through the school day. College bound? Get campus ready with dorm essentials like bedding, organizers, and cool touches to make it yours. Teachers, score everyday discounts on classroom essentials to spark every student's success. Move to head of the class only at Kmart. Kmart. Back to school, back to cool.
Go on a journey to discover true health and wellness. At the Medical City, we bring you expert care, cutting-edge treatments, and personalized wellness programs. From wellness checkups to relaxation retreats, nurture your well-being in a place of healing. Explore the Philippines. Experience the Medical City.
At Mount Carmel School, we're building confidence, discipline, strength, one child at a time. MCS offers MMA for kids, guided by world champion Brandon Vera in a safe, fun, and empowering environment. Enroll today and let your child discover the warrior within.
Say one of the key elements of playing football is muscle. Say one of the key elements of playing.
That's what I'm talking about it.
Lord, the Bible go through life.
We ask for chances first.
We ask for chances first.
A chance to go short.
A chance to go short.
A chance to do it there.
A chance to do it there.
We shall win.
We shall win.
Let give us gold.
Let give us gold.
Faith Lord hell high.
Faith Lord hell high.
We shall lose.
We shall lose.
Stand by the road.
Stand by the road.
Cheers to wins go by.
Cheers to wins go by.
Day by day.
Day by day.
Come out and back.
Day by day.
We got me big.
We got me big.
Whoa, big.
Whoa, big.
Oh, big.
Alpha Day, I'm First Lieutenant Stephen Cruz with Bravo Company, 1st 94th Infantry Regiment. Just want to wish all my family and friends, both here and abroad, a happy 81st Guam Liberation Day. Viva!
Alpha Day, I'm Captain Marinas.
And I'm Sergeant Meno, and we are from Garang Element.
And we just want to wish everybody a happy 81st Liberation Day.
Viva Guam!
Happy Liberation Day, Guam! Viva!
Alpha Day, Taz here from Vegas!
Happy Liberation Day!
Woohoo! Viva Guam!
Yo, Alpha Day, happy 81st Liberation from the Cultivated Roots.
Really quick, just a shout out to all of our friends and family. We miss you guys and we love you. Thanks to KUAM for putting all of this together. We're with you guys in spirit and we'll be celebrating here in Utah.
Viva Esta.
Happy Liberation Day from the Mendes family.
Happy Liberation!
From Island Smoke and Grill.
Here in LA. Woo! Viva!
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order?
Yeah. What's a snack wrap?
Boom. Back when we wore velour from the top of the head to the tip of the toe, the snack wrap was no joke. Takes me back. What you know about that juicy chicken? That shredded cheese. Come close. Ranch. I did everything to bring it back, nephew. Talk to me.
Educate. Get him. Okay, yeah, say less, aunt. Let me do the snack wrap.
Yeah, let him do the snack wrap.
Can I get both, please?
Double him up.
Bye. I wish they could move back home.
Should we build on a honeymoon?
Yes. Yes!
First Hawaiian Bank knows that family comes first. That's why our bankers work with you to make your what ifs a reality. Personalized service and digital tools, all under one roof when you bank on the best. First Hawaiian Bank. It all starts with yes.
Giving Every Tuesday is brought to you by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Giving Every Tuesday is something that each and every one of us as Guamanians do. We feel this in our core, and nobody is better at that than our friends at GTA Teleguam. Michelle Cadahay Perez is here. And Michelle, half a day, you guys just got done with a wonderful Glow and Connect event.
Yes, actually it was a 2-day workshop free for high school students. And it was such an insightful event where we had students from all different high schools come together. We were actually providing them with so many resources so that they can learn more about what they'd like to do for careers, how to apply for colleges, get inspired by various speakers. And it was just such a successful event. Even though it was Liberation Weekend, we had over 50 kids per day. So we feel that it was just a success. It's going on, it's on its second year, so.
Now, of course, feedback is something that is so critical in these things. What were some of the questions that like a lot of the kids were asking you when it came time to, you know, things like resume prep, you know, interviewing skills, looking for that new job?
Well, what's nice about the diversity of speakers that we had over the weekend was that we had pretty much speakers for everything. Basically, anybody who wants to apply for colleges, we had actually a panel of students that either finished college or are still in college. So they were able to talk about ways that they, you know, how they adapted to off-island, being off-island, or even going to college here at University of Guam. So it really provided that perspective of, hey, it's okay to learn and be able to just figure out what you want in college. But also, if you don't want to go to college, we have different careers. So we have different career paths, different people in the businesses, in government that were there to talk about the different careers. So it was a little bit of everything, and also we were able to end with headshots at the end of the 2-day workshop. So they could update their LinkedIn profile, they're able to go on social media and just talk about everything that they're doing in their school and what they aspire to do after that.
Giving Every Tuesday is brought to you by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. The Liberation celebration continues all year round. July 21st is sacred for us, but we continue to celebrate, we remember, and we are so grateful. Biba Liberation, 365 on the calendar. All right, you know what's coming up too on the calendar? Speaking of, Banatsu Famalawan. There you go. It is in bloom. It is the Guam Women's Chamber of Commerce's annual conference. It is going to be awesome and in bloom. You know, in summertime, hope springs eternal. Flowers bloom, even though it's the rainy season. That means great things are coming up. And my friends over at the Guam Women's Chamber of Commerce have amazing sessions. They have breakout workshops, and it is an incredible experience. So I want you guys to go get your tickets. GuamWomen'sChamber.com/FF2025. Get your tickets now because that is an amazing experience. We're going to be there, and we want to see you there as well. Do you want to be a junior wildlife ranger? I don't know why you wouldn't want to be, but this Saturday, make sure to check it out. Because for the young kids, it's only from 9 to 12, so you're going to have a really good time, and then you can go out to lunch with the family. Check it out, because it's going to be at the Guam National Wildlife Refuge over at Retidian. If you want to be a wildlife ranger, learn what's going on, learn how to present, learn about like the wonderful flora and fauna that we have, and maybe they might even let you wear one of those super cool hats, which is totally worth the price of admission. Our rangers are our friends and everything. They do great work there. Also, coming up, I've been telling you guys about Fit Expo, and I hope somebody saves me a parking spot over at the Leo Palace, because there are going to be vendors, there are going to be practitioners, there are going to be competitors. Elevate. That is absolutely what is happening, and it is this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Show up for both days and get twice the information, twice the inspiration, twice the encouragement from some really amazing people. I'm going to be at that one as well. All right, now it's time for birthdays. All right, everybody, on this Tuesday, the day after Liberation Day, happy birthday to John LaRue. Happy birthday blessings to you, John. Michael Borja, happy blessed birthday to Papa Mike from the entire family. We love you and God bless you. Macy, happy birthday, Mace Ty, for everything, and we are definitely gonna miss you. Happy birthday number 8 to Juliana Nicole Villanueva. Juju, we love you so much, our adorable princess, and we hope you are celebrating very much. And Jerry, to life, to happiness, to you. Happy birthday, Sister Jerry. May God bless you today, tomorrow, and always. Please enjoy your special day, and we're thinking of you always from your sisters, Sharon, Carol, and Zena. And we also have a very special belated birthday wish going out to a Papa. Happy birthday to Papa Michael Morales. This is Major's Papa. We love and miss you so much and can't wait to celebrate your birthday with you next year. Love, Major, on Liberation Day. Happy birthday, each and every one of you. Want to wish your special someone a happy birthday? Just click the QR code here on your screen or email birthdayclub@KUAM.com. That's your report for this Tuesday evening, everybody. Thanks so much for watching from all of us here, the cast and crew of KUAM. We're going to close out with a montage of yesterday's 81st Liberation festivities. Biba Liberation. Health, Home, and Lifestyle is brought to you by the Medical City, your trusted partner in health. Half a day, everybody. I'm Jason Salas, and welcome to Health, Home, and Lifestyle, where we show you how to live a happy and healthy island life. People, places, events, pro tips, amazing stuff. And you know, July normally means that summer is reaching the halfway point, and that also means that we've got the 4th of July and, of course, Liberation Day for us on Guam. And we're coming to you now from the Micronesia Mall, the parking facility, where over here in Harmon, we've got that 90-foot crane that's showing Old Glory and the Great Seal of Guam, an amazing, amazing, and really, really inspiring thing to see and to really feel as you head through the northern part of the island. So we hope you enjoyed this week's episode.
House to Home, presented by Remax Diamond Realty.
Half a day, everybody, and mabuhay, because we are welcoming to our show today a very good friend of ours joining us from Makati City in the Philippines, Eddie Santos. He is, I tell you what, man, I just interviewed a world champion the other day in wrestling, and we have someone who is truly, truly world-class in being able to sell and move properties in multiple markets and everything. So Eddie is an expert throughout Asia. He's in the PI right now where it all happens and everything. So Eddie, your insight on how to navigate property transactions is very, very welcome to our show. So we're very happy to have you.
Hi, good morning, guys. And mabuhay from Manila. Early morning here in Manila, but we're happy to be on the show. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Okay, so let me ask, who do you deal with more between Liz and Gina, and who have you known the longest?
Oh, both of them. I've known them almost the same time. And you know, the very first time we met, we all clicked together. It was just like solid gel, and you know, we had the same vibe, the same vision, and the same objectives. So we could not have gotten a better partner in the persons of Liz and Gina.
Oh, very good. Very nice answer. Very safe answer too, right, Gina?
Well, I'll tell you, I had one of our agents contact me the other day, and he was looking for somebody in Manila. So I said, yeah, you know what, I'll refer you, in Makati specifically. So I said, I'll refer you to Eddie. And I said, you know, he's world class. And he looked him up. He looked Eddie up online, and he gets back to me and he says, hey, how does he do it? I said, well, I'll tell you, number one, he's faithful to God. And number two, he's hardworking and honest. And with that formula, you cannot help but be successful.
That's right. And we wanted to have Eddie online because we do get a lot of people who want referrals in Manila for either buying or selling. And the process in Manila is different than the process we have here. There are some similarities, but they do things a bit different. So since we handle many of those cases to Remax, by the way, Eddie is our partner with the Remax franchise sales in Manila, but he's also a famous broker there. And so I wanted him to provide insight for our community that if you're buying, selling, or renting, what's the process and what's the difference between how we conduct business on Guam and how it's done in Manila?
Yeah, so Eddie, overall, what are the major things you need to know? Because of course, like, you know, because we have such a strong Filipino community on Guam, is we're well aware that, you know, PI in all industries and everything like that exploded maybe over the last like 15 years, you know, with commercial properties, making it into a truly, you know, like first-rate metropolitan area. And I'm sure as a realtor and everything like that, that required you to really take your game and operate at a much different pace.
Yes. Despite the modernness of Manila, all the skyscrapers, all the rapid development, all the name brands from Europe and the US are now in Manila. Despite all these, unfortunately, the brokerage industry is not as sophisticated as we would want it to be. First and foremost, there's still a lot of unlicensed and rogue agents who are practicing without license. And we have to be wary of that one because, you know, one of the most important investments you would make in your lifetime is buying real estate property. So you have to hold the hand of a real estate agent who, in my own opinion, doubles as financial advisor because we give them advice on the good properties to buy, what would achieve rental yields, and so forth and so on. But you know, buying and selling properties is not easy. It's not as easy as you think it would be. The broker or the agent here in Manila acts as the agent. They show the properties. They do the due diligence. They do the title search, everything from scratch to finish. They do the closing. Sometimes, you know, we're very well versed in doing contracts, even more well versed than lawyers. So we carry many different hats. Unlike in the US, we have We have the MLS system. Here in the Philippines, unfortunately, like the wild, wild west. Well, that being said, you have to deal with really professional and brokers or agents with a vast number of listings. And from there, it's a big market out there. And, we take care of the job from scratch to finish.
Now that's interesting, Eddie, because what Liz and Gina have really educated our community on the island here about is there is a very noticeable delegation of duty and specific roles. And Liz and Gina say all the time, if you need legal advice about a property transaction, we'll pass you off to a lawyer. If you want survey expertise, we just interviewed a surveyor last week or an appraiser or something like that. So whereas in the PI, it might be, okay, well,
We do everything.
yeah, but at the same time, that's one-stop shopping, and you are pretty much an expert in multiple disciplines.
Oh yeah, and sometimes we also act as psychologists between husband.
Well, that's Gina's job. So Gina is not only agent and realtor.
I can't provide that job anymore. I'm already a little cuckoo. But I want to bring up something that Eddie helped me with. I had a seller on Guam who needed to move some property in the Philippines. I reached out to Eddie, and Eddie asked me an interesting question. He said, "Where's the title?" So I reached out to the seller and I said, they need the original copy of the title. And my people did not have that. They didn't know where it was. I always assume that if you need your title, you could just go to the land registration division of your local government and pull a copy of your title. Apparently, it is not like that there. And so Eddie said, "Gina, if they don't have an original stamped copy of that title, it has to be reproduced." Eddie, do you remember that scenario?
Yeah, very much.
If you could
The
go
title
over
here
that
acts like a
again.
manager's check. The title here acts like a manager's check. You have to have a physical title in order to negotiate it.
And it has to be an original stamped copy.
Original title, yes. Original duplicates. They call it an original duplicates copy because the original title is in the Reg of Deeds. So what you have is an original duplicate copy, which is almost like a identical copy of the title. So we need that one.
And if you don't have it, how do you go about getting another copy?
Yes, if you don't have it, you will have to petition a new title. So it's not as easy as you think that you would be able to petition a title. You will have to go to the court proceedings. You file affidavits. There's a court hearing, and then once a judge is convinced that the title has been lost, he will petition a new title. So the earliest you could sell that property is 6 months, at the latest 1 year. So it takes 6 months to 1 year to petition a brand new title. That's why, when you have a title, it's very important you really keep it because it's like a manager's check.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
Now, for a limited time, get our largest pizza at our lowest price. Just $9.99 for our classic New York-style pizza. It's 30% larger than our large, and at only $9.99 for carryout. Don't wait. Order now at your Island Pizza Hut.
So there's no real negotiation, no real bidding, no real barter and everything like that. So how much cash does a buyer have on hand at this moment?
Well, you can't do financing is the thing.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
on leases, you pay up front, I think 12 months, right, Eddie?
That's an interesting business scenario.
Yeah, rentals here in the area I'm dealing in Dasmariñas Village in Makati and Forbes Park. 1 year advance or no deal. It's non-negotiable, the 1 year advance in rent. And then on the side of purchasing, unfortunately, foreigners cannot take out a loan here in the Philippines. So what we would advise, if they have assets in Guam, they could mortgage that one or refinance it, and then use the cash to buy a property in Manila.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the workaround there.
How about when you're managing these transactions, Eddie, and about like arranging for like for infrastructure if infrastructure doesn't exist? Because Liz always talks about like, you know, out here if you want to get a piece of property, you know, and aside from the land, you have to have the power, the water, the sewer, possibly the internet and everything. How much of that do you have like a direct hand in?
Oh, the good thing about buying in the financial district of Makati and BGC, infrastructure, you have no problem because these are owned by very big business owners like the Zobels, the Ayalas, the Pangelinans. So you don't have any problem with that one. Same with the provinces, of course, it's a little bit of a challenge. That's why when we take clients out to the provinces, we make sure that all the utilities are in order, and when like me, when I show property, it is a property where I would want to stay in also. So we refrain from secondary or tertiary developers who have no track record. We try to close with the usual, the Ayalas, the Mega Worlds, the Federal Land, Rockwell. Rockwell recently has been a very good developer. So I would stick to the top developers and not really gamble on the secondary or tertiary developers.
Good advice. Okay, Liz, final questions?
No, the other thing is Eddie brought up loans, and many of the transactions in the Philippines are actually cash, right, Eddie? Most
Yeah.
of the transactions are held with cash, and very small, maybe a developer that's building a complex may link a potential buyer there with a bank. But for the people coming out of Guam and the States, that's not readily available. But it's kind of interesting that they deal with a lot of cash.
Yeah. With pre-selling, if you buy through developers like Ayala Land, Megworld, they've been more accommodating. So sometimes it's 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years to pay. So those are good deals because it's like a piggy bank. As a property goes up, you slowly fulfill your monthly amortization. So by the time it's finished, you would have fully paid. So those are good deals. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years to pay, and then there's a balloon payment at the end.
Make note of the fact that, the local government here and the processes that we have in place, tend to stretch these transactions out maybe a little bit longer than they should. It sounds like, Eddie, like because a lot of it is cash on hand and everything, that transactions can actually go by fairly quickly. So like it's a very, very active market, right?
Oh yeah. I just did the deal last week with another fellow Remax agent. Her name's Stephanie Ko from Remax 8. On a Monday, the client saw it. On Friday, she fully paid for the property.
Wow.
After 1 week, we delivered the title. So
Gina, have you ever matched that?
But it's not always like that.
It happens here, but
Yeah.
it only can happen if you're dealing in cash.
Cash.
And keep in mind, Jason, we could do whatever our customers want us to do if the money is ready. Everything is possible.
Cash rules everything around me, a very famous musician once said.
A fair warning definition. When we mean cash, it's not cold cash. It will mean the cash that was deposited in the bank, and then they will issue a manager's check. The reason is if it's cold cash, it's money laundering. But if we deposit in the bank and then the bank issues the manager's check, it is now cleared funds. So I'd like to make the distinction. Although cold cash, we don't receive cold cash. It has to go to the bank, deposit in the bank, and then the bank issues a cashier's check for the full amount.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if I was walking around with $600,000 in my pocket. I'd be kind of nervous.
Eddie's
We're compliant with
encountered
AMLA.
these situations, so he's
Counterfeit,
making.
yeah, but that applies to
Making
Guam
that-
as well. No money laundering, and the bank does check when you do deposit large sums of money. They want to know where it came from.
Actually, it's quite interesting. I get the list of the properties being sold every now and then, and it's newfound wealth. I like to think it's not stolen money or drugs or whatever. You would see. I ask, what is this guy doing? Oh, he opened up a big shop and it's successful. He has 15 stores right now. And then another person, oh, he made money in the buy and sell business, and then another one, he made money when he sold the garments factory that his parents have. It's very interesting to know where the funds come from. And so I always ask sometimes it's inappropriate. I hope you don't mind, but how did you make your fortune? So it's an interesting conversation every time I start up that kind of a conversation.
Well, I'm sure you could tell a million stories, and we'd love to have you back on the show where you can share some more of them with us, because that is really, really fascinating. I know opportunity abounds from our kababayans in the Philippines.
Yes.
Okay, Eddie, thank you so much. Gina, I know you got another meeting you got to run to, so opportunity abounds here too, and Gina's got another Zoom.
Thank you,
Thank you very much. Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Have a great
I'll
day.
see you guys soon.
House to Home, presented by Remax Diamond Realty.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Win one championship, you're celebrated. Win twice, they call you a hero. 3 times, they say words like legend and dynasty. 4, 5, 6 titles, they'll say enough is enough. But when you've won it all 7 times, what's left to say? The trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
This crispy chicken is from a taco place. This crispy chicken is from a taco place? Hey, this crispy chicken's from Taco Bell? The taco place? This chicken is so perfectly crispy with tortilla chip coating. It's from a taco place. What? It comes in a burrito, too?
From your taco place, it's also a chicken place that's also a taco place.
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo's Select Care.
Half a day, I'm Claire Calvo bringing you your weekly renewal. July is Cord Blood Awareness Month, which aims to raise awareness around the importance of saving valuable cord blood and cellular tissue. I did not even realize that there was a month dedicated to this incredibly helpful and important service. National Cord Blood Awareness Month was established in 1988 with the very first successful cord blood transplant. Umbilical cord blood is rich in stem cells, and stem cells are valuable because they help treat many life-threatening illnesses. For most people, making stem cells is not a problem. Unfortunately, some people don't make enough healthy stem cells due to severe medical condition or disease. Cord blood transplants are particularly effective for treating leukemia, lymphoma, sickle cell anemia, immune disorders, and over 80 other life-threatening illnesses. So, what exactly is cord blood? Well, cord blood is the blood left in a baby's umbilical cord and placenta after birth. These cells can essentially regenerate blood and the overall immune system. The cord blood is collected immediately